Welcome to the Portuguese Collective, Ethan Fontes and Kaitlin Baptista from the bar.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Of course. So I came across the bar on Instagram, my favorite social media outlet, and the marketing and of course the cute faces I gravitated to right away. So Ethan, and I've known you for a while, whether it be through Luso or music. I know your dad is in St. Duvida, which is a conjunto here in California. Kaitlyn, we just met right now, but you guys have the most cute faces on Instagram there is, and I had to know what this was all about. So Ethan, can you tell me a little bit about what the bar is?
Yeah, so the bar is a dirty soda cart. If you don't know what dirty soda is, it is pretty much a mixture of soda, creamers, and syrups. Kind of like a latte, but in a soda version. And that's pretty much what our cart does. And we love to go to communities, go to private events, and bring people together.
And how did this come about, Kaitlyn? How did you two decide that this is something that you wanted to pursue?
Honestly, it's kind of a funny story and a little bit underwhelming, which is a conversation that happened. We were hanging out at my house and, my mom has always been like super consistent with like telling us like, hey, you should have a side business. It'd be so much fun and we'd make a little bit of money, like just always telling us that. And so she was again having that conversation with us while Ethan was at my house one day. And then Ethan was like, I kind of have always wanted to have a coffee cart. And I was like, oh my goodness, me too. And so then we started talking about ideas and just the conversation just started. And then within like a month, we had the bar created and we had our idea and we had everything going for us. It was super exciting.
Yeah, you guys seem like you have a pretty big group that supports you internally. I think that's really special. I saw some familiar faces, what looked like a launch party. I don't know if that was what it was. It's adorable. And I think it's unique to California. I think we've seen the dirty soda trend from the infamous mom talk in the Utah culture, I think, right? So bringing it here is awesome because I feel like we're in an era of people don't want to drink alcohol, but want something fancy and fun in their hand. And I think this is for everyone. It's not just for some people, right? Like it's for everybody. It's for all ages.
Yeah.
So coffee creamers, coconut milks. I'm like looking at the menu. The menu is insane. Last night, me and my bandmate were looking at the menu and I was like, I would try every single one of these. Every single one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see what people gravitate towards because there's like the sparkling waters if you don't want sugar, or there's like dirty soda with caffeine that has like Dr. Pepper
Because you
has
always got to
caffeine.
look out for the Portuguese people with diabetes,
Exactly.
You have to have no sugar.
Right.
Exactly. Sugar-free syrups and sugar-free water.
Yeah. So it's actually a pretty simple concept for the most part. And then Kaitlyn, I know Ethan had a background with Starbucks. Did you have any background with beverages or anything like that?
I still work with Starbucks. I've been with them for about 5 years now too. So Ethan and I also have that in common where we know coffee and we know how to make drinks and we know how to create recipes because of, working at Starbucks and like being so consistent with the recipes that they have and stuff. So we didn't really have a super hard time figuring out what would pair well together and what would taste good. But that was the point of our launch party too, was to our friends and family go and try our drinks and our recipes so that they could tell us what works and maybe what doesn't or what we should change and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's fun too. I was already like, I'm going to ask them if they can do something for this certain event that we have coming up. So there's so many different flavors that you guys have, but is it customizable?
Yes.
Say for an event, say you have like a gender reveal and you want like specific pink to blue or whatever it may be. Can you customize that for an event?
Yeah. So how we operate right now is that you get to choose 5 drinks from our menu of 18. So we have a huge menu of 18 drinks that we send to you. You choose 5. And then with whatever ingredients that go into your drinks, we have a build your own. So let's say you wanted to mix 2 sodas together, but you wanted to pull small things from each of them and make your own. That's an option.
I love that. You have to have people being like, but I want a gummy shark.
Yeah.
Can you put a gummy shark in my strawberries and cream?
Yeah. I want the
Yeah.
strawberries and cream. I want a shark on top. We're like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just customize it that way. I love this. I think it's so unique. It's definitely not something that you're gonna see at festivals until now. And I saw you guys at the hall, so you guys are starting to do maybe some pop-ups and things like that.
We're trying. We're on our way to get there. It's something we're
Yeah.
definitely looking into.
Yeah, what do you feel like are your roadblocks right now? Because you guys are fresh. You just started this.
Definitely, we're just learning from the bottom up. We've never ran our own business, so
Yeah.
it's a new challenge right there. Kind of figuring out like the profit margin and the all that business talk that people talk about, but you don't really like understand the meat of it until you're actually in it and you have to
Mm-hmm.
like do it, keeping track of everything. So like receipts and all that stuff, all this like business stuff that people think, oh, you just start a business and you start making money. But in reality, you lose money first and then you work your way up to understanding and then you finally reach that point where you're making money.
Yeah.
But another challenge that we have is that me and Kaitlyn, yeah, we grew up together and we hang out all the time, but we also live 30 to 40 minutes away from each other. So we just can't sit together, talk about stuff. So on my way from work from the Bay Area, I usually call her and we call those our business meetings.
Totally.
So when I'm in traffic, we're talking about the business. And then when I get home after work and then after Luso is when we sit down and kind of like make spreadsheets or work on their notes and all that type of stuff.
Can I ask you guys how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 23.
So am I.
Okay, so you guys are very young, so this is very admirable to be even just wanting to start a business on your own. And I think with all the support, I'm sure you guys are getting fantastic, maybe too much advice.
Sometimes, yeah.
Think with the community, I think especially surrounding you guys, and I know that you guys have a supportive community. I don't think anyone's going to let you guys fail. So we're all here to raise you guys up. And I think what's so special about those side hustles and those side businesses, they're all heart, they're all passion, they're all because you want to be there, you want to be doing it. So it's like your fun hobby that becomes fruitful.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
How do you feel like, obviously you want to do birthday parties and not just stick to the Portuguese community? So this is for everyone. This is not obviously just Portuguese drinks, but I saw that you guys have small on your menu. So there is a dash of bringing your guys' culture in. Can we find any other Portuguese Easter eggs within the bar?
I think Euro Summer right now is the only one
Yeah.
out.
Not yet. We'll probably try
Yeah.
to look into something maybe as we go further, but as of right
Yeah.
now, your summer is our Portuguese touch.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, what happened at the hall the other night? Did you guys ask them? Did they ask you guys to come by? Were you guys doing more of like a tasting, introducing the brand to people?
At the hall. We were at
I
the
saw somebody at the hall. Wasn't one of the Brazil sisters at the hall holding a drink?
No, this was at a graduation party in
Yes.
a barn.
Okay. We'll scratch that out.
I'm so happy you said something, Ethan, because I was like, what?
I'm just assuming. And this is how Portuguese rumors start.
That's so
Actually,
funny.
we're leaving this in. This is a prime example of the Portuguese freaking telephone line that one thing became another. Vi lá no Facebook. Ela tava com um copo.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I almost started
mean-
a war between halls.
We were at the Pesta
So
the other
funny.
day, but we were hanging out.
Right.
So how was the graduation party?
It's fun. It was super fun.
Oh my
Our first few events were actually graduation. Our first two events were graduation parties for our friends. Because we were like, let me try this out. Like, let's try this out, see if it even works, if people like it. If not, like, what's the point? But it went really well. When you see, I guess the biggest compliment for me is when I see empty cups in a garbage can. Like, yeah, it might not be a big deal for someone, but when you see like your full drink was like drinking or drink, whatever, however you want to say it, it's like a compliment. Like people actually like it. We're doing something that people like. So that's cool to see. And then also like celebrating with our friends and having them want us to be there was cool because it wasn't with strangers that we don't know yet
Yeah.
when we're first writing. So
Yeah,
that was
and
cool.
but you know what? I always do feel like it's almost the ones that are close to you that their opinion matters the most. So you're almost more nervous to serve the ones closer to you than a stranger, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. Like I always get more nervous performing in front of like my close people rather than like strangers.
Mhm.
How can somebody book you? How would the booking process go?
You can go to our Instagram profile, and then in our bio, we have a link. And that you would just click it, and it's going to ask your name, your phone number, what kind of event you have, what drinks you want, shows our menu and everything like that. Super easy, just kind of step by step. And then we'll either text you or DM you and just be in contact until your event is up.
Nice. Awesome. So have you guys started figuring out like how much sparkling water do we bring? How much like has there been an instance where, oh my God, we're running out of something or next time we'll do this? I'm sure that's every event, right? You learn something every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like we're starting to notice what drinks are more popular on each menu. We have a lot of Sprite-based drinks that are really popular, and so we know to bring more Sprite than any other soda for the event. But that is something that we're still learning, and we're becoming a little bit more comfortable with it as we continue, which is awesome. But we still a learning curve. It's something that it's never going to be consistent. Not every party is going to be the same as amount of sodas per party, or even the same soda, like the amount of the same soda for party. It's all going to change depending on the party.
So is it just the two of you? Or
As
is
of
this
now,
like a whole
yes.
family ordeal too behind the scenes? Is everyone in on it? Or are they kind of this is your guys' thing?
No, our parents are a great help. Our parents do so much
love
for us,
that.
and they're so supportive, and they want us to succeed. They want us to have fun and be successful and love it. And we are so far.
Yeah, and they're doing a lot of behind the scenes research because
Yes.
you know how much research that you need to start a business because there's so much back end stuff. Like, yeah, it all looks pretty and it all looks like we're in tune and we're perfect little business, but behind we're like running with our heads chopped off because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
So much
So
to
it's,
do.
yeah, our parents
And
are
then
kind
when
of
it's
like,
in the beginning, your ideas are just like, like you
yeah,
have
Right.
so many ideas, and there's just not enough time in the world because we have jobs, real jobs. We can't just, be on social media marketing all day long. But
Right.
the marketing has been amazing. The branding is gorgeous. I fell in love with you guys, love at first sight for sure on Instagram. So I'm sure many others have. So that's really exciting. So I hope that everybody comes and supports you guys. I hope that you guys have a little bit of a team because I think that you're going to be very popular.
Thank
yeah, we do
you.
have friends and family that are always like, "Can we help? Like, can we go and help?" So this would be like the perfect time to have people actually help and not just be me and Kaitlyn. At our prior event, we had our cousin. So me and Kaitlyn share a cousin. We had our cousin help at our previous 4th of July event that we did to start like the training and this is how you do stuff. So we're working towards getting people's help for like these bigger events. So this
Yes.
is exciting, an exciting new chapter that we're starting.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm excited for you guys. Really, truly. I can't wait to have one of those drinks because I'm a sucker for soda. I'm addicted. I love soda so much. I'm not, and I'm proud of it. That's my vice.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm excited.
going off that, like we have cousins and friends in Idaho. So when we go there, I always stop by like Swig because that's like
Yes.
their soda standalone shop. So when we go there, I was like, we always have to get Swig. We have to go. So my brother and cousin go to school in Boise. So that's like our first stop when we get there.
And so you brought swig to yourself.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So tell me, Ethan, what Portuguese organizations and things have you been involved with? Because I know you have been involved a lot with Luzo. What group are you helping? Are you this year?
Yeah, so I am a choreographer for YC24 this year, which has been so much fun.
And they're
And
from
they're from San Joaquin Valley.
San
We
Joaquin.
practice in Modesto and Manteca mostly. And working with them has been super fun. It's the group I danced for since 2016. So I've been a part of that group since I was in middle school.
Wow.
And now getting to teach the kids is really cool and exciting. And then on top of that, the 20s, 30s region of Luso is also performing on Friday night of convention. So
There we
going to those
go.
practices on top of youth practices
Everything
is
else.
one thing. And then historically or previously, I've been in AZB or Azer's Band of Escalon. So I'm not in the band right now, but still go to the parades and the festivals with them every weekend. So
Yeah.
it's a busy
I mean, once
schedule.
AZB, die hard AZB.
And
Right.
I'm not even in it, but you guys, they brought me in at Philharmonica Festival and I wear the shirt like I'm part of them. I don't care.
exactly. There's a lot of groupies.
And Kaitlyn, what about you? Where are you from and what groups have you been a part of?
So I'm from Escalon. I also was in the Azores Band of Escalon for a lot of years. I'm not in the band currently at the moment, but again, same as Ethan, we go to the
Oh, you
festivals
guys are
and
going to
support.
get in trouble with this episode.
Right.
Back to practice.
And then also I did dance for YC24 Northern San Joaquin Valley since I was about 4, and then I aged out at 18. I'm not involved as far as choreographing or teaching the kids anymore, but still a #1 fan.
Totally.
And then also I am involved in our 20s 30s Region 6 Luso, which Ethan mentioned. We're going to be performing at convention on Friday night. But yeah.
That's been really cool to watch. The 2030s really make it a constant that they do a performance, especially since there's so many great dancers that still have the
Yeah.
dancing bug in them. They're like, what the heck? I want to
Yeah.
keep going. I don't want to stop. So I love that the 2030s brought that element to convention and there's no competitions just for fun, the people that just want to dance. Now,
Yeah.
for the non-California people that don't know what the heck we're talking about, because we are a cult. So Luso American is a fraternal society and they have a youth councils all over and they have a dance competition and theatrical program every single year. And so a lot of the kids in California have grown up in these organizations and it's really built families within these councils. Some groups stick to very traditional Portuguese dancing, but sometimes it's fused in with modern. Some of these kids are not even Portuguese and they're friends of Portuguese kids. So it's just a really modernized Portuguese folklore. Would you guys agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think some
And
groups still stick to tried and true traditions. So I don't want to
Yes.
take away from that. I think there's a theme and every council gets to choose what they want to do with it. And there's a dance category and a theatrical program. So a lot of these kids have been dancing since they were babies in wagons and on stage and all the way up until they're 18. And then they're like, but what now? So the 2030s program has really been something that still feeds that Luso itch that I feel like you still have after you end your last year with Luso.
yeah,
Yeah.
it
Do you
sucks
feel like
to not.
it does that for you guys?
Yeah, it sucks to not be able to dance after you're 18.
Yeah.
But now that we can dance as 20s, 30s on our own night, but have it fun and have it be less low stakes where you're not yelling at each other at practice and you're just having fun at practice and doing simpler choreography for a shorter amount of time is cool. And what I loved last year was that our youth were all around the dance floor where we perform and cheering on their 20s, 30s group. So it's definitely bridging the gap between the youth and the adults because there wasn't anything
Yeah.
previously.
I also
Yeah.
think we're a lot better at being around. I always am going to be forever 25, even though I'm almost 40 years old. But I feel like a lot better at intermingling where I never hung out with my parents, where I feel like it's different now. We are all intermingled with parents and kids and this and that. So it's like a herd. That's why I say we're a cult.
Yeah.
It's like a
We
herd, Luso herd. So it's pretty special. Besides Battle of the Be Funish, is there anywhere that you guys are going to be where we could see the bar at?
Battle of the Be Finish is our only public event right now, but we are doing a lot of private events.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to book the bar for their dirty soda cart, you guys can follow them on Instagram. Are you guys just on Instagram right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just on Instagram.
For right
So on
now.
Instagram at the bar, right?
At the bar official.nk.
Official.nk.
Well, I will have everything also in the notes and everything. Is there anything that you guys want to add in this episode? I feel like we pretty much covered everything when it comes to the bar. It's pretty simple for the most part.
It's a simple business structure,
It
for
is.
sure. So, yeah, I think we
Yeah.
did cover a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know that I have anything to add either.
I hope it wasn't too cut. All right, you guys. Ethan Fontes and Kaitlin Baptista from the bar. If you guys want to book an event and have a dirty soda cart at your event, go to their social media at the bar official.
Ian
Anything else? At the bar official. And I'll have everything linked below as well, but it's pretty simple. You can go to the link in their bio and a form pops up and you just put your inquiry and you start the process. I'm excited to see you guys at Battle of the Befunnage and introduce you to the Portuguese community and beyond. I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations on this business venture, and you guys are going to be so successful. I have no doubt in my mind.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Nice meeting you, Kaitlyn.
Good to meet you too.
We'll chat soon, okay, you guys?
Yes.
All right.